Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. Now, Jay, that is how you do it, son.
There isn't two pulled. Let's just.
You don't pull. You pull once.
You don't pull.
Out of the long box.
No pulls.
One time. All right. Yeah. So if you hear Sunday, you know what we're talking about. All right. So today is the quickfire review from the old fogey and the young whippersnapper.
Because we're going with that name still.
We are still with that name. We will be on that name forever as long as I'm in charge. I'm in charge, so that's just the way it is. That's just too bad. So now, this was a pretty big week for comics. Now, we
14.
normally do quick fire reviews. We try to keep it simple on each of the comics, but look how many we had to review this week. And
I read all of them.
I read all of them too. I think this was the first time he read all of them.
I missed two.
I think it's the first time that he read all of them. So
I missed two.
I'm here, so I'm glad we actually get to review. We've had some busy weeks, man. It has been crazy, but we are here now, and we are going to review these comic books. So let's start off with one that
I wouldn't care if anyone missed.
Honestly, was a dud for me, and it's one that has now totally convinced me to drop this series completely off my pull list.
Yep.
It was dumb. It was just dumb. All right,
another Marvel comic book we're dropping off the list.
Giant Size X-Men.
Stop it.
#1 Magneto. Now, we had a Giant Size X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost, and that was dumb. It was like almost no talking in it, which normally is okay, but there wasn't really a lot of action. It was just esoteric, pictures of pretty flowers and in the brain of somebody.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Then we got Nightcrawler with him taking a team back to the old X Mansion, and there's these bugs, and they break out Lady Mastermind.
Yeah.
Now,
who's this?
We get this. And basically, I can boil this down to, Eric, would you please buy me and get me a nice mansion on this island out there? Sure. And so Magneto, being the dude, wanted to impress the chick, which is what it looks like to me. Him and Emma Frost are getting a little lovey-dovey there.
You're white in white clothes.
White clothes. He's in white clothes.
I'm in white clothes. Hey,
we match.
Then you could get married now.
So then he goes to the island and is like, hey, I want to buy the island from the lighthouse keeper. And the lighthouse keeper says, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Namor. Namor shows up. They go down under the water. They fight a Kraken. They talk to 3 sea witches. Namor gets knocked out. And Magneto goes, I will not choose that. He crushes the rock, gets a key, goes, can I have the island now? Builds a mansion, brings that's
it's like
I mean, this was cool. I mean, the art wasn't bad. The art was pretty good.
A pixel action adventure, those 2D. It's like, hey, this is a simple goal. Turns out you have like 5 other things you got to do before you can actually start. Oh yeah, and the giant
it buys a giant castle. Oh yes, this will do nicely. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, I'll send out invitations, of course, and then wait to see who shows up. I mean, it was honestly kind of dumb. It wasn't it.
No.
To me, it's like, what was even the point? What was even the point of this?
No, man.
So it made 0 sense. So it didn't make a lot of sense. This book was a dud for me. It completely. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You, Whippersnapper, what do you think?
It seemed like another filler issue, and it was the first one, so that really shouldn't be a filler issue.
Well, here's the problem. It's not a series. It's not a consecutive series. The giant size X-Men are one-offs. One-offs are supposed to be like, whoa, lots of that, blah, 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 lots of stuff, and at the end,
paced.
At the end, something big happens, right? That affects maybe the main story. Nothing happened here. Nothing that affects the main story. It made 0 sense. I don't get it. It made no sense. All right, on to the next. That was a dud for me.
Nah.
Yeah.
I definitely would not have bought that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not getting it again. I can tell you that. All right, so next one. Amazing Spider-Man 44. Amazing Spider-Man 44.
Yeah.
This was what you would actually kind of call a filler issue. All right, we get a little bit of an introduction of the Sin Eater. And we get a little bit of a carrying on of the story plot of Nightmare, whoever this dude with the worms is. I can't remember his name. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. It was drawn in a way that made me feel like it was all a dream, which it was, spoiler, all a dream.
More or less.
And then the ending was like, oh, okay. I wonder where this is going. It was okay. It was a good story. It was a good filler intermediate.
Did Nightmare like break the fourth wall in the end? It
Um,
looked like he was looking at us.
I mean, he was
So,
he
look at that.
was talking into the air, right? So
I wish
it wasn't
that was more of a
wasn't necessarily to us, but he was kind of talking into the air to just nobody.
randomly faced at us.
The Sin Eater here, I mean, that was really pretty good. He had some creative use of Overdrive's powers, which I found really cool.
Dude folded a $20 bill into an airplane, then jumped out a window, increased the size of the dollar,
And flew it away.
and flew away.
That was really kind of cool. So for me, it was good.
He's like,
It was good. It wasn't top tier. It was solid. It was
he's
good.
like, with all my vehicle changing abilities, can't fix the stereo.
Can't fix the stereo. All right, so me,
Uh,
solid. It was good.
Yeah, it was an interesting story. I'm kind of excited to see where they're going to take it next.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I like to see a conclusion to this worm dude.
Yeah.
I'm tired of worms.
Oh, just crawling in your ears.
Wrath of Khan turned me off to bugs crawling in ears.
Yeah.
All right, so next,
And then Hitchhiker's guy's like, hey, it's a good thing.
Dark Knight's Metal number 2. I got the Lobo variant.
Ooh.
I thought that was really cool getting the Lobo on the cover. This book had some funny moments in it.
Yeah.
Like when Batmite, Batum gets crushed by the
I am the battle.
Bat monster truck. Hilarious.
And then
When
Swamp Thing tells a dad joke.
when he's like, Alec, I've been around the multiverse, and it's imperative I warn you that was a dad joke. Impossible. The green does not. Hilarious. All right. I like Wonder Woman's hair shading.
Yeah.
Weird, but it was interesting.
It
kind of
fits that style.
It fit the style of punk rock, right? So kind of fit that style.
Like eyeliner.
We had the whole, Flash shows up. I've been trying to change the multiverse multiple times.
It's like I've been trying to go back in time and fix it. It's just, dude, I'm running out of Speed Force.
When they're trying to put the brain into the body of Dr. Manhattan, so the Joker who last brain into the body of Manhattan, that was kind of odd.
Sure that's how that works?
I'm not sure that's how that works. And then we get to see. We get a conclusion to this. We get the introduction of the Darkest Night. We get the Bat King or the Robin King.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of nice little cool stuff in here. And then this ending page was like,
huh? It's like, is that how you mix all of them?
I think that's lipstick.
Yeah, there's lipstick on the giant Superman Batman robot and Wonder Woman.
That was weird. But overall, good. Very good. Again, not the book that really wowed me this week.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was really good. September.
I liked it, yeah. I'm just curious what's going on with Superman.
It's like, let's get to Superman already.
It's like he has a stone arm, for Pete's sake.
2 books in, we haven't even got to Superman yet. All right. Next was this book. A lot of people were like, really. Right now the whole event, there's going to be an event fatigue this year with Empire, X of Swords, and going into the Return of the King or the Black King or the Dark King or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of, and this is 52 freaking issues. 52 separate issues in Empire. Now, let me tell you right now, we're not getting all 52.
Yeah.
We're getting the primary books, and we'll get the books that kind of tie in the books I'm already getting. I am going to pick up the Union because I think it looks interesting. and then we get the X-Men already. So we're kind of going to get the main story. But so far, this was actually really pretty good. It wasn't exactly what I thought to begin with. Some cool pages in here.
Yeah.
When Ghost Rider turns the Quinjet into a Ghost Rider, that was
looks like a giant snake with wings.
That was fantastic.
Sugar glider, that's what it's called.
When Thor throws his hammer and Hulkling catches it on his sword. Yeah, that happened. And when the Kotel turned into a warlike race, where they used to be very peaceful and passive, now they are warlike. Why? Maybe because the Messiah, the celestial Messiah they were waiting for, is a warlike entity. Maybe that's why. So it brought up questions for me that I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. The Kotai always been peaceful, quiet, and they haven't been this warlike, but now they're warlike. Maybe that's why the Kree and the they banded together and they're coming. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's
that's interesting.
It was one of those things that's like it's a nice hook, because that's how, like, if you don't have any like new stories and new people, you take something that already exists and reverse it,
put it on its
flip
head.
it, make it different and interesting, and see how that would play out using the same characters that act the same way.
And now, this brought up a fan theory for me. Something I don't know if anybody else has thought. I thought it.
Probably thought it too.
The whole X-Men storyline
It's not real.
is not real. It's just the Kotai trying to conquer and knock the X-Men out at a time.
They
control all plants, man. Yes, Scott, how you doing?
I've always had hair, but this time I'll have less hair.
He has a lot less hair now.
A lot less.
But yeah, I think the Kotai, the plant-based villain that's kind of being shown out here, has hooked and started their infiltration with the X-Men, which is why we have all these freaking plant things in the X-Men, and why all the villains are plant villains, and why and his back, by the way. And that's why the current X-Men and like Wolverine had plants, and that's why the freaking X-Force had plants, and everything is freaking plants in the X-Men, because the Kotai has been infiltrating the X-Men ahead of time, and that's what got the Kree and the other to band together, because they're like, look it, the X-Men is getting wiped out because the New Mutants had gone to the Shi'ar Empire and let them know, hey, everything's great with plants. They're like, plants are doing what? They're like, yeah, everything. Plants are awesome. So now they're like, oh no, the X-Men have been infiltrated by the warlike version of the Kotai, which we thought we had wiped out. Time to make Hulkling the Emperor, and let's go wipe him out. And that's what's happening. It's all been a plan from the beginning. The X-Men was the start of the Empire.
Fix your awful storyline. We will.
Plants are bad. That's what I got from that. So that is my fan theory. All right, so you finally got your new comic. Did your DC stuff finally come in there, Scott?
Love how you didn't ask about Marvel.
Well, he'd been waiting for DC. All right, so next.
Yeah, vegans are even worse.
Once a Future, number 8.
Oh my goodness.
The art in this was fantastic.
I think we're only missing one Once in Future book that.
I think we're missing 1 and 2, and I had to get those on digital.
Yeah. To
catch up. So the art in the first few pages, fantastic. Well, I got last week's stuff now, new stuff too. Nice. Only 2. I'll do a live stream. Yeah. Okay. Jeepers. And so, this was fantastic. The art has been great. The only thing I'm hoping is Beowulf is not dead.
Me too.
I'm hoping Beowulf is not dead.
The thing is, Merlin's like, he's dead.
And Merlin's like, hey, in the story of Beowulf, that Beowulf was the hero. Hey, aggressively relaxing. How you doing? Beowulf was the hero, and there were 3 villains, and they just killed the hero.
We're on my favorite book of the week, actually.
So this had E's oh snap moment of the week. All right, so spoilers here. If you don't want to know what this is, close your eyes. We won't say it out loud. But this had E's oh snap moment of the week.
Watch.
Here you go. All right, so that was E's oh snap moment of the week.
I love Grandma. I love the humor in this. I love the story. I love the art.
Art is great.
I love the colors.
We are at odds with the colors. We had a whole argument on how the sky should be colored. I think it should be opposite than what they did. He thinks he likes it the way it is. I'm like, nope. They should have. They ruined the sky.
That's your opinion. They did wonderful color theory here.
All right. Look at the sky.
It was a beautiful action scene.
Is the sun coming up or going down? The sun is supposed to be coming up because they've been driving all night. So, in that case, why is the sky still dark and blue when the sun would be coming up? It should be red into a light dark blue.
Except over here, it's clouds apparently.
But no, it's not cloud. And that's the problem. You can't tell. Hey, Rod, how you doing? But E here has a theory.
It has a wonderful flow.
That the attacking person is in the red, which you can see in the first few pages.
Beowulf's in the red, his fist in the red, and then
Beowulf is in between because now Duncan is taking the fight, and now Duncan and Grandma are in the red.
Grand Duck.
I don't know if that was Von Villen's plan or if she just colored things the way she colored things. So I think she did it wrong. I think the sky should be reversed. I think it should be red and blue on top. But that doesn't negate the fact that this was a fantastic story.
A wonderful book.
Dan Moore's art is fantastic.
The way they deal with Beowulf is wonderful. Grant's like, you sucked as a poem. You didn't even rhyme.
You sucked at the poem. You didn't even rhyme.
It's like, this is great.
All right, so for Old Fogey, recommend.
Oh yeah,
it was great.
It's definitely worth it.
All right, next we picked up
a Walmart book.
A Walmart book. Red Rooster.
We found some.
Red Rooster #2. Now, I initially backed the campaign and then I
Red
canceled
sales
it.
in the morning mean sailors heed warning.
Because I canceled it because, hey, it was already in Walmart. So I picked up the first one. And honestly, the whole problem with the campaign not being fulfilled yet, the second of 3 is already in Walmart. That's a whole different problem. But this was actually really pretty good. It is set back in the 1940s, around about, and we're a team of heroes, and there's a team of villains, and the heroes are in a dangerous situation, and they're not all. I mean, look at this.
Go.
And the art is great. I mean, it is.
Yeah, I like the art. It fits the time period.
The art definitely fits the time period.
And I really enjoy the story along with it.
Yeah, we've heard the term. I've heard the term. I don't know.
Red skies at night. You keep saying sails.
Yes, Rod. Yeah. In fact,
no, I'm stupid. Never mind.
All right, it's our next book, Rod. But this one, I would say yes, it was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, though I had to buy it at Walmart because the campaign hasn't fulfilled it yet. That was bad. But as a book, it's good. All right, so I recommend.
Oh yeah, the Red Rooster, yeah.
All right, so now Avengers 34. I started getting Avengers again when I heard Moon Knight was going to be in the book. Right, I thought he was joining the team. That's not what happened.
Yeah, I realized what you were saying a little too late, man.
Moon Knight did not join the team. In fact, he stole all the powers from the team. Now, the art in this is it's pretty good. It's not top tier, but it's really good. It's Garon.
I enjoy it.
His name is Javier Garon. Moon Knight is not joining the team. He has stole the powers. And you can see.
Yeah,
look at him. His
easy,
god is hiding it. It's surprisingly easy, except for Black Panther. He then kills Mephisto. Okay, so these are my problems with the book. The story. It is a really good. The art's good, the story's interesting, but it just the devil, right? Mephisto gets knocked out by Moon Knight that easy. Now, it would have been interesting if there was some more dynamic fight here where he had to break through Mephisto's power, but he stole all the stuff from the heroes,
He's
right?
got Thor's power. He's got Iron Fist. Dude's got, oh my goodness.
He seemed to steal everybody's power really too easy. He only had to block one fire thing, and then hey, Perry, how you doing, man? Then, he blocks one fire thing, and then, I mean, this was a great picture, by the way. When the onks on Thor's hammer goes right through his chest, and he dies. And then when Khonshu goes, I know, I'll do her. Bam! And the hammer comes to his hand. Man, what is going on? That was crazy. And then, then we got all of this.
Rogue Jr.
And what's, Khonshu takes over. And so he sets up this whole world, right? Where they're hunting all the heroes down. Iron Man is or Black Panther's in chains. Yeah. Getting beat up by a bunch of priests.
It's because you got to break.
I mean, this was cool. Moon Knight has Ghost Rider's powers, and he's like, I don't know how every Ghost Rider who has ever lived isn't stark raving mad. That was cool. But then Black Panther just busts the chains. Why didn't he do that earlier? All right. So I know he's leading to something. I just don't get it yet, but maybe I will. Ninja Nuns, which is Warrior Nuns on Netflix, is actually pretty good. But then Stark goes, we're not tearing this family apart. Now, this is the woman that killed him, a couple story arcs ago. She killed him. We're a family. We're not a family. And so that was funny. But overall, it was good. It just honestly didn't. The story doesn't. This issue feels a little rushed.
Yeah, what the heck? How do you get? Why does he absorb power from the moons?
Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more of the fight with Mephisto. I wanted to get a little bit more of what's happening in the universe, of what the bad guy that's coming.
Way too overpowered right now.
Moon Knight just steals powers. I wish it would have been a little bit more drawn out. I think it would have been good if it was a little bit more drawn out.
A little bit more explanation.
And how did Black Panther just suddenly break the chains? He's been in there for days, months. I don't even know how long. Every Jason Aaron story reads like a one-eyed homeless person sat down at your campfire and said he would tell you a story for food. I love it. I say we have Moon Knight versus the Flash. Well, in this state, Moon Knight wins because he just walk up to you and steal your powers, unless you're Black Panther. All right, so.
Then you can magically break out of chains.
It just feels a little rushed. All right. It's interesting. I like the concept of what's going on here.
Yes.
I don't like the execution at this point. So this one is okay.
If Moon Knight struggled to get the powers, steal powers, it would have been better.
Yeah, because didn't Captain Marvel just do this in her own series a couple issues ago where she stole everybody's powers? He was kneeling down and praying and in chains, but they don't show why or how he did. He just stood up and said, I'm done. Boom, and busted the chains. After they beat him for a while. It doesn't make sense. There should be a reason. There should be a connection to the Jaguar god or something spiritual happened where, it gave him a boost of power.
His eyes glow.
Or something to say why he did that.
Veins started popping.
Did something happen to his sister? Or is something inspiring him to break the chain? It's not just, okay, I'm done being beat now. I'm going to break the chains,
Like he secretly had a little bit of the fruit.
He's been beat.
That would have been great.
He's been beat over and over and over again. Why didn't he get tired the first time? Don't mess with the Moon Knight during that time of the month. We'll leave that there aggressively. Actually, it's supposed to be multiple full moons.
Yeah, that's the entire thing. That's how he stole power from a literal god.
All right. But if you go back to Empire, Black Panther's spacesuit, very good. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Then we picked this one up. Bass Reeves, number 2. Again, this was okay. It's starting to pick up a little bit, but unless it picks up a lot, this will probably be off my pull. It's okay. It's just a lot of talking, and I want a lot more cowboy shoot 'em up action.
Yeah, there's a lot. I wanted Bass Reeves
I mean,
to
this was cool. I mean, him shooting up and taking out the bad guys. That was great.
owning a Bass Reeves to deal with the races, dude.
Yes, Bass
That was
Reeves
great.
was an actual Texas Ranger. I believe he was the first black Texas Ranger back in the 1800s. And he was actually one of the most successful Texas Rangers at hunting bounties and bringing them back. I mean, he is an honest legend. The guy's pretty cool. But if you read more about him, most of his captures were them just surrendering. He didn't do a lot of fighting, but he was really good. And
so he was a wonderful detective.
Yeah, and then they have, the main bad guy here at the end, which is really cool. So, I mean, I'm still going to get it because I like Bass Reeves, and I like the idea of this, and I think it's going to pick up. It just hasn't done it yet. So,
there was a giant, there was a bigger cliffhanger, like big bad guys. Like now there's a clear goal. Now we can figure out how to get there.
And if you do want to know where to get these are at Walmart.
That doesn't give you any idea on where to get them.
They're somewhere in Walmart. They're not in the same place. They're in different places in every Walmart. So that's actually pretty good. So that was good for me. It was solid.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the internal character conflict that he had.
Yes. Well, yeah. I'm too good at what I do. I want to be home to raise my kid. His kid had tried to steal some candy or something and got caught. So I mean, it was interesting. That was issue 2. I think issue 1 was the first. I think issue 2 just came out July 7th. So we actually just picked it up.
Yeah, it's just
And so this is now my oh snap moment of the week.
Yeah, Venom.
My oh snap moment of the week.
Venom Beyond. It was woohoo.
Venom number 26. My problem is I don't know who this is. I know his name is Virus.
Yeah, who is Virus?
I don't know who he is and why he's hunting Venom. That I must have missed something somewhere.
His first name's Corona.
His first name is Corona. So yeah, he needs to. Venom needs to start wearing a mask. I like the interactions between father and son.
Yeah, that was great.
I like how Venom is trying to be a dad. Eddie Brock is trying to be a dad. But I mean, look at that. Look at that draw. That is fantastic. And look at his kids.
Wonderful.
Look at his kid's face.
I love the art and the expressions in this one.
The art and the expression.
Great.
Stegman, I believe it. Yeah. No, Coelho.
Coelho?
Ivan Coelho and Juan Gideon. Yeah. Fantastic. They did great. Yeah, Venom drunk beer and pooped out a coronavirus guy. I like that Eddie Brock now is missing his hand. But then, this dude shows up, Virus. I don't, and he's trying to kill him.
Dude's got a vendetta against Eddie, and no one knows why.
And this was fantastic. Look at this. The Master punches and knocks Eddie Brock right out of Venom.
Scene.
I mean, I was like, what the crap?
It's like, see,
it was awesome.
I made my own Venom. My own symbiote.
That's why you can't connect with me, because I'm not part of your universe.
And I'm upgraded. And
then I flipped the page, and that was my oh snap moment of the week.
The dude's on
Hobgoblins.
Goblins
throwing pumpkin bombs and shooting Gatling guns off his freaking shoulders.
There's a mix of
War Machine, Harry Osborn, and Venom.
And it was like, for real.
Crazy.
What kind of mashup is this? I love it, but what kind of mashup is this?
This was great. And then, they ended up into a separate universe. So now I'm like, I can't wait for the next book.
The next one's going to be wonderful.
This was actually that good where I'm like, yes, this is my top book of the week for me. Donny Cates is doing a fantastic bang up job. And I really am waiting for the King, the Dark King. He spawned. So I can't wait for the Dark King coming out. That looked great. So this had my snap moment of the week. Highest recommendation. This was great. You?
That was number 2 for me, actually. Yep. I'm still thinking Once and Future's better for me.
And Once and Future's number 2 for me. So it's really, all right. Next. Woo, working down the stack.
It is a wonderful book. If you're like, next week, I wish next week was here.
I can't wait for next week. Yep. Year Zero, number 3. This was really good. So
I like this one better.
This story is actually stepping up.
It's getting better. Yeah.
It's focusing more on the people that survived than actually zombies itself.
Mhm.
We're seeing the different people. We're seeing the lady in Antarctica.
In the
Yeah,
sixth one,
yeah.
it's
Whenever the
extreme.
Maker shows up,
Yeah.
and man, when he put the symbiote on, it's got the elongated head,
I was like,
and he's like, "Wrist fire rockets, please!" And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah." All right, so in here we got the young
when you
kid.
made your own symbiote, you could do anything.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
We got the young kid in here. We got the
samurai
the
assassin.
Japanese assassin dude. We got the Muslim ladies who are like, I mean, when they stand up with all the weapons. I gotta find that.
There.
No, this right here. Like, yeah, we got everything. We all got damage. They all different damage they took before the zombies, and then they got and they're like, not a gun, because we kill everything quietly. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, and we arm ourselves with broken broomsticks and rusted kitchen blades, and we leave behind all the guns.
Because they're like, we've done enough war in Afghanistan.
No, zombies. You don't want You don't want loud things.
That's not what they gave. That's not the reason they gave.
They didn't say anything in here.
Yes.
But they said that we don't want to continue to fighting. The dead may have come to Afghanistan. Our goal is survival more than preservation, and we refuse to let Afghanistan die.
And the weird dude.
All I'm saying is you don't want to shoot guns at zombies.
Not.
Then you got the weird dude doing weird things, talking to a chick on the radio.
Again.
But I mean, and then he takes off. So there's a lot of good things here, and then it ends with this page. I love the old history pages thrown in at the end.
Yeah,
I'm wondering when he's going to tie all that back
seriously
together.
My favorite part.
So this was a solid book, really good read. Really good zombie genre book. So for me, good. You?
Yeah, it was great. There was a lot of there was some character development to the weird dude. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave the weird things behind and actually go meet a girl.
Yeah, he left the blow up doll sitting on the bed as he went out to find a real girl who he thinks is a real girl.
Hopes is who he made complete assumptions on, and she kind of sarcastically agreed with him.
Yeah, let's be together so we can repopulate the earth. All right, so next, Catwoman 23.
Wonderful
Cover's great. It's a great looking cover. I'm not sure who did this variant cover.
I wish it was all the way through like that.
The art inside is okay. It is not great.
It's not awful.
It's not awful. It's just not. It's just okay. The story is okay. Sion Torme did the art. Blake Northcott and Sean Murphy.
Do zombies look like normal girls?
Sometimes. Depends on how they died. But the problem,
they died normal girls.
We actually had an argument on what the point of the comic was.
The Catwoman.
I thought she was there to do something with the cat, or to get something from that cat.
Yeah, we still don't know what the true meaning of this book was.
We don't know why she went to the island, and why
for real,
and why she got attacked with a girl. We don't know why, and honestly, I'm not getting the next one, so
it's not making a lot of sense. So
I don't care. So this one is not a recommend for me. It's okay, but I don't buy Catwoman anyway, so I'm not buying more Catwoman just to figure out what the story is. That one's a one-off. It's going to go in the stack and whatever. Yeah. I'll probably sell it. I don't care about it. Me, you?
Yeah, if I knew what it was about, probably.
All right.
I didn't know. That was sad.
Next was Red Border, number 2.
Yeah, this also had another oh snap moment.
Yeah. Oh no, this had an oh crap moment.
Yeah.
All right. So the art is okay. The art is actually pretty good. And the story is kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know why the couple's running from the gangsters. And the gangsters are up in America now trying to track them down. And then they end up with this redneck Texas family on the border. And they're like, these people are weird. And honestly, the people are weird.
Yeah, they have a painting of the Alamo.
If I were in their house, I'd want to escape too. And I'm not even a Mexican person. Like, they're like, let me feel your skin. It's so smooth. I'm like, what the crap?
Oh, no.
Who does that? All right.
Yeah. And
then the dude calls this woman his mom. Okay. He calls her mom. And then while they're sitting there, he goes, okay. He calls her mom. I mean, look at his hand. Who holds their mom like that?
Let me see that. What? Ew. Oh,
Who
maybe
holds their mom like that?
he's sitting down and give her a side hug, something.
No, that is creepy.
That's weird.
He's leaning into her chest. He's got his arm around her front waist. That is creepy. The dude's creepy. This whole family's creepy.
Yeah.
I say you should have run a lot sooner. You shouldn't have stayed as long
That
as you did.
creepy son just listening.
And then the oh crap moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Eduardo.
mount the heads of people on the wall. All right. So overall,
It's a good book.
it's okay. Solid. If you like a good
wanna-
horror story,
I want to figure out
it's pretty good.
why dudes trying to keep them there. Like, for real. Like, what's the...
Yeah.
Like, why did he kill all of those mobsters to save 2 of these just to kill them?
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, three of them just to kill them. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. And why he took a selfie with the dead person. So, but it's creepy, and it's in doing what it's intended to do. So it does what it does.
Yeah.
If you like that
I
stuff,
would have left really, really quickly.
but yeah, I would not have stayed in that. I would not have stayed overnight in that house. Take that. Nope. Thank you for saving me. Goodbye.
Or
And
not
I've
have
been
done
out.
what they did.
Out. All right. Next, Justice League 42. All right. As you know, Justice League, they went to another planet. They help and they save the kids. They're like, oh, it's not right that you sent these kids off into space. I still don't trust the kids, by the way. So we're going to overthrow your ruler, and we're going to become your new rulers. And Wonder Woman's like, you shouldn't be doing this. So we get this hotel. Wonder Woman's like, this myth that happened, we're reliving it, and it's not going to end well. And it doesn't end well. The art's okay. I'm not super impressed with the art.
I do like Wonder Woman's space.
It was a little chunky in places. It just felt a little odd in places. But yeah, Wonder Woman's spacesuit's great. Or her
I
helmet.
enjoyed this.
And this was really, I mean, it was good. This was really pretty good. It was just a little weird for me. I don't know. Weird for me. But overall, it was a good story, and it ends with a and almost a no snap. It's just like okay. Eddie,
see where they're going to take this next.
so Cy Spurrier, Aaron Lopresti did pencils. Now Eddie Burrows, Eber Ferreira, and David Barron did covers. So I don't know who did this one. Eddie Burrows did. And so I love Eddie Burrows stuff. And the cover on this is just great.
I really enjoyed this book. I liked the myth. I like how Wonder Woman was like, hey, y'all, this is I know this is gonna end. Please listen to me. And they're all like, nah, we got this.
No, we got to do it. Yeah. The biker jacket with the mid-thigh spandex, yeah.
Or a Flash stop.
So yeah, there's like, he goes, "You're not eating that, guy. Stop, get that out of your mouth." And wait, how was I supposed to know?
But I love him.
How do I supposed to know that's how they made babies?
I didn't know that's how they made. Jeez,
that was funny. All right, so that was solid. It was not top recommendation. It was solid for me. It was good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't top 3, but it was
All right.
I think this was my number 3.
This was my number 3 of the week as well. Teen Titans 43. Teen Titans 43. We saw in this, I mean, the art in here is fantastic too.
Beautiful.
This is Jesus Marino. Robbie Thompson's doing the writing. It was
It kind of lost me last book.
Because we didn't know why they were doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
But now we see why Robin did what he did. And we have the team going, hey, we can't let Robin just
kill.
Just go. And so basically Robin is going to try to kill.
Oh, the roundhouse scene. Oh my goodness.
Because this is the guy who caused brain damage for Nightwing.
Yeah.
So Robin is going to take him out. He's like, I'm done. The villains.
This is what justice looks like.
Villains need to fear us, so they'll stop. Man, look at that. Villains need to fear us, so they'll stop.
We got 14. Yeah. Not all of them wonderful, but
we got 14. There was, and some. I mean, most of them are really pretty good.
Yeah.
But the whole roundhouse scene where he's like, Robin, you can't do this, and he punches Robin across the face. And
Robin, I trusted you. I wanted to be called.
And you turned me. I wanted to be a hero, a Teen Titan, but you corrupted it all. You ruined it. You ruined everything. It was
because he is. He's taken what used to be a Teen Titan, and
they were
perverting
heroes,
it. It was
and he used them to do bad things and to chain everybody up. And now he's throwing them off to kill KGB Hunter. So this was a very solid book. It had just the right amount of action in it.
yes.
It had just amount of character building, team building, story building. This was a really, really good book.
Yeah.
It only made number 3 because of Once and Future and Venom being out
Venom,
at the same time. Otherwise, this may have been 1 or 2. This was that good. Definitely recommend for us. For me, for the old fogey, young whippersnapper.
100%. If I could only buy 3 books, it would have been those 3.
If you know 3 books, it would have been those 3. Yep. Those were fantastic. All right, so
Quick recap.
Quick recap since there's 14 books and we did it in 41 minutes. So that's not too bad. Teen Titans last month was not bad, but we're like, what is going on? How are you gonna recover from this? And it was okay. It wasn't a top tier. It wasn't a top tier book.
They lost me last week, but I'm back.
I'm back. All right. So this, no, do not get this.
Boring.
Do not get the Giant X-Men Magneto. It was stupid. All right. Amazing Spider-Man for Old Fogey. Solid.
It was a good filler issue. It wasn't a bad filler issue, but it was a filler issue.
All right. So for us, fantastic, good, solid, and all right. Here we go right to noises. This one was good for me.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. There were some weird moments in it, but it was really good. Good.
Yeah. There was like, but yeah.
And glad you passed on it because
it was a waste of how much?
It was a waste of money. $4.99, $5. It was a waste of $5.
Marvel's going up to $5 per comic, and they're just selling trash.
That was trash. And if you bought any of those Wednesday variant covers, you bought tissue paper. All right, so this was good.
And you're not even running out of Angel Soft anymore, so you don't need it.
This was good for the old fogey young whippersnapper.
Oh yeah, this was fun.
Fantastic. Number 2 book for me.
It's my number 1. Someone has an issue with colors. But
this was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
This was good, bordering on solid.
Yeah, I was just confused. How and why and how? A couple times.
This was solid.
Yeah.
All right.
It's picking up pace. A lot of these books were picking up pace.
Number 1 book of the week for me.
Number 2.
No, I did not get Snake Eyes. I am looking to try to grab it from Midtown. My shop didn't have it, and I forgot to order it, so it's my fault. But yeah, they didn't have any of the Snake Eyes. This was good.
It's good.
Good.
I would say solid.
This one was
It was okay.
This one was
good.
Solid. So not quite good. It was solid. I want to see a little bit more action. It was a lot of talking. This one was a lot of talking. This was good.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good. And this was the number 3 book of the week. Fantastic. So that was our reviews for this week. I've got to scan all these into my my app, CLZ, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that was it was a fantastic week of books.
A lot of them were getting better and picking up pace.
A lot of them were solid, strong, good books. Fantastic books this week.
Yeah.
I hope it continues next week like that. We'll again Sunday be here for our judging a book by its cover
and maybe news.
And
if literally anything happens,
like the Snake Eye covers were looked really good. All those different Snake Eye covers, man, that one looked really good. So I'm going to try to get it somewhere at some point. The Old Guard also looked really cool. That came out on Netflix and it is based on a comic. And book 5 just came out. So that looked good too, but it looked like the end of the arc and I can't find anything else out there. So maybe I'll find something at some point. But yeah, this week the books are solid. I was really happy with most of the picks that we got.
Yeah.
Of the 14 books that we got.
That some Marvel books are just keep going down.
Yeah, another Marvel book off the list, but
another one bites dust.
Hellions is still coming out. X-Force or X Factor is going to come out soon.
Oh, sweet.
And then we're going to get into this whole X of Swords. I don't know what that's going to be like. I'm still pretty convinced that the Kotai from Empire
They're dealing with the X-Men
is the ones subverting the X-Men right now with a bunch of fauna.
and Flora.
Prove me wrong. Change my mind. So, all right. So we'll see you. We'll see you later. Thanks everybody for joining us today in our quickfire reviews.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of content. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you Sunday for Disney Book by His Cover.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.
I'm bye for now.
Have a good night.